Charlie Kendall just awarded Joyce Canal of Arlington, a Joe Walsh album, and Doug Hodgkin of Lynn got himself a Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven album. Elaine Zorn of Norwood got a Joe Walsh album, and Joe Cimarakali of Milford got a Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven album. I got more treats and more drinks than anybody in the whole world, so don't go away.
If you're a high school or vocational school graduate with no formal training, here's a chance to work for a world leader right now. Digital Equipment Corporation will give you an opportunity to learn and to earn at the same time. In material handling, you'll get a chance to be on the move, distributing materials from the stockroom, an ideal growth position. Or if you'd like to work with your hands, you can be an assembler, putting together and soldering equipment. Digital also has openings for high school grads as inspectors. Here you'll get a chance to check out parts and processes with standard and specialized instruments. Or with a little knowledge of wiring, you could be a wireman, wiring computer systems. So if you're a high school or vocational school grad, look into these opportunities at Digital in Maynard. You'll be able to take your choice of any one of 3 shifts. Remember, you can earn and learn at the same time at Digital in Maynard. Call or visit the personnel office at 164 Main Street in Maynard. Digital is an equal opportunity employer.
WVBF, Charlie Kendall talks to the Great Pumpkin next at 105. Stick around. This is Stevie Wonder and living for the funky city.
A boy's born in hot time, Mississippi, surrounded by 4 walls that ain't so pretty. His parents give him love and affection to keep him strong, moving in the right direction, living just enough for the city. His father works some days for 14 hours He hardly gets a penny, living just enough for the city. Pretty, her skirt is short, but Lord, her legs are sturdy. To walk to school, she's got to get up early. Her clothes are old, but never are they dirty. Living just enough for the city. Her brother's smart, he's got more sense than many. His patience long, but soon he won't have any. To find a job is like a haystack needle, 'cause where he lives, they don't use colored people. Living just enough for the city.
Wow. New York, just like I pictured it. Skyscrapers and everything.
Hey, brother. Hey, come here, Slick. Hey, you look hip, man. Hey, you want to make yourself $5, man?
Yeah, brother.
Hey, look here, run this across the street for me right quick, okay? Run this across the street for me.
Hey. What? Huh? I didn't know. What? I'm just going across the street.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, no. What'd I do?
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Let's go.
The jury of your peers having found you guilty. 10 years.
What? Come on. Get in that cell, nigga. God, Lord.
His hair is long, his feet are hard and gritty. He spends his life walking the streets of New York City. He's almost dead from breathing in air pollution. He tried to vote, but to him that's no solution. Living just enough for the city.
WVBF, Charlie Kendall. For those of you unfamiliar, we're calling the Great Pumpkin now. Every year, I always call it the Great Pumpkin, man. If you don't know who the Great Pumpkin is, he's a pumpkin that rises up out of the pumpkin patch every Halloween night at midnight. I always talk to him because he's a really neat guy, man. See if we can get him on his feet. Ringing? It's ringing. Uh-oh. Gonna talk to the Great Pumpkin, man. It's gonna be heavy.
Pumpkin patch?
Yes, is the Great Pumpkin in?
No, I don't live here no more.
The Great Pumpkin doesn't live here anymore?
That's right.
Where is he?
He's gone. We took over.
Who? You took over? Well,
Yeah.
Well, who are you?
We're the female pumpkins of America. We took over.
Well, who's going to carry all the little toys?
You don't think we can do that?
No, I didn't say that. I just wondered who was going to carry the toys to all the little...
Listen, buddy, you can just go to hell, you male chauvinist pig, you.
Well,
WVBF. Leave me alone, you know. Oh, Henry, get off the phone.
I gotta tell you what's happening. My engineer is going crazy with the echo button. Thank you. I'm going out dressed as a DJ tonight. He's going out dressed as an engineer. Should be very funny. We've been counting down the Boston Top 40 in a weird way. We call it the Mean 13 because it's Halloween. And the Bruins are going to come out and they're going to dress up like hockey players. Are you ready? And then Captain Ken will be on after the game with a very special music show. Number 8 this week is That Lady. Number 7, Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. Number 6, not one of the Mean 13, very possibly a bummer, is Cher and Half Breed. Number 9, number 5, let's do number 5, okay? That's Chicago, and it's just you and me. close to the top. If you want to call up and vote for a bummer or vote for a favorite, the vote line is 254-8915. Better call it quick before it disappears. It's a Chinese water torture in the back. Number 4 this week is Ringo Starr, Photograph. Just gonna sit here and let the water drip until it drives you crazy. Either that or we'll play another hit. Number 4 was Photograph. Let's play number, let's not play number 3 tonight because that's a pretty song. And this is the night of their satanic majesties. So we call on the Rolling Stones, number 2, and then we got a hockey game coming up in a while, and then Captain Ken. These are the Stones, Angie.
here. Angie, where will it lead us from here? With no loving in our souls and no money in our coats. You can say we're satisfied, but Angie, you can't say we never tried. Angie, you're beautiful, yeah. But ain't it time we said goodbye? Angie, I still love you. Remember all those nights we cried. All the dreams we held so close seem to all go up in smoke. Let me whisper in your ear, Angie, Angie, where will it lead us from here? Oh, Angie, don't you weep. All your kisses still taste sweet. I hate that sadness in your eyes, but Angie, ain't it time we said goodbye? With no loving in our souls and no money in our coats, you can't say we're satisfied. But Angie, I still love you, baby. Everywhere I look, I see your eyes. There ain't a woman that comes close to you. Come on, baby, dry your eyes. Angie, ain't it good to be alive? You can't say we never tried.
Okay, hey, it's Halloween, and I'm Clark, and I'm gonna go and...
That were some blues from the Blues Project. It's called Two Trains Running. It's from the concert they did in Central Park in New York City last summer. Sort of a reunion of the Blues Project. The Steve Miller Band before that, and something called Evil from the Joker album. It's 9 o'clock. This is WAAF 107.3 in Worcester.
Westinghouse is fully insulated for extra quiet operation.
Wonderful.
It's
Tapes never existed, including the key tape of Conversations with John Dean, volumes 1 through however many. But somehow those tapes, I don't know how to explain it, but somehow those tapes just don't exist. The Senate Rules Committee The Senate Rules Committee chairman says an FBI investigation of Vice President-designate Gerald Warren has disclosed matters that will raise questions when confirmation hearings begin. Federal investigators are looking into a claim that the Associated Milk Producers used bogus legal fees. Kendall news. Watergate Committee member Senator Edward Gurney is accused of establishing a secret fund to handle unreported contributions and alleged cash payoffs from contractors. Here's something from the new Dave Mason album.
We know now that as human beings busied themselves about their various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied, perhaps almost as narrowly as a man with a microscope might scrutinize the transient creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. With infinite complacence, people went to and fro about their affairs, serene in the assurance of their dominion over this small, spinning fragment of solar driftwood, which by chance or design, man has inherited out of the dark of time.
Strange when I recall the time when I first saw it. Bright and clean-cut, hard and silent under the dawn of that last great day. This is Orson Welles, ladies and gentlemen. Out of character, to assure you that the War of the Worlds has no further significance than as the holiday offering it was intended to be. The Mercury Theater's own radio version of dressing up in a sheet and jumping out of a bush and saying boo. Starting now, we couldn't soap all your windows and steal all your garden gates. By tomorrow night, so we did the best next thing. We annihilated the world before your very ears and utterly destroyed the CBS. You will be relieved, I hope, to learn that we didn't mean it, and that both institutions are still open for business. So goodbye, everybody, and remember, please, for the next day or so, the terrible lesson you learned tonight. That grinning, glowing, globular invader of your living room is an inhabitant of the pumpkin patch, and if your doorbell rings and nobody's there, that was no Martian, it's Halloween.
Tonight, the Columbia Broadcasting System and its affiliated stations coast to coast has brought you The War of the World by H.G. Wells, the 17th in its weekly series of dramatic broadcasts featuring Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the air. Next week, we present a dramatization of 3 famous short stories. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is Danny Schechter, your news dissector, with another alleged report just in from Cambridge. Observers at the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory at Harvard have confirmed the existence of a rare form of superterrestrial life at the Orson Welles Cinema. The scientists have described a strange warm glow emanating from that building at 1001 Mass Ave. Through the haze, passerbys have recognized the faces of Greta Garbo, Marilyn Monroe, Betty Davis, Katharine Hepburn, Mae West, Marlene Dietrich, Carol Lombard, and the Andrews sisters. Authorities at the Orson Welles have denied any cause for public alarm. They say instead it's a reason for celebration. The Welles currently holding a second annual Great Ladies of the Screen Festival, so-called, featuring those and other fabulous stars in some of their finest movie roles. The apparition is currently on screen. Jean Harlow in Dinner at 8, Katharine Hepburn in Pat and Mike. Shower of Stars continues through December 1st. Will include How to Marry a Millionaire, Mata Hari, Gaslight, Holiday, The Blue Angel, The Philadelphia Story, and other flights of Hollywood's greatest fantasies. This may be some of the best times you will ever have at the movies. Cinematic authorities encourage you to leave your apartments and bomb shelters to bask in the warm radiation from the Great Ladies of the Screen Festival, now at the Orson Welles.
The people at the Orson Welles complex in Cambridge have been pleased to present this evening's special broadcast of War of the Worlds. And now they'd like to invite you to the Orson Welles restaurant for a gala Halloween party. It'll be going on tonight till 1 a.m. This is Old Saxophone Joe. I'll see you again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Happy Halloween, everybody. Stay tuned for Mississippi Fats right after the news. This is WBCN in Boston.
Hi, I'm Alexander Butterfield from the Oval Office School of Broadcasting, not affiliated with the federal government. For our first lesson in tape recordings, we learn to push the record button. You push the record button when you want to record. Now, of course, if you do not want to record, then you do not push the record button.
This is Danny Schechter, your news dissector. Some of those Watergate tapes don't exist. Well, that was the word today from President Nixon's lawyers, who say that 2 of the Watergate tapes wanted by a federal court never existed. This is the first acknowledgement of their non-existence. Those include the conversations of former White House counsel John Dean, who said he thought he had been recorded in the White House Oval Office. At the Senate Watergate hearings, Dean's description of that conversation linked the president to the Watergate cover-up. J. Fred Buzzhart told Judge Sirica today that it doesn't exist.
Operator, I'd like the phone number of J. Fred Bughart, please. Thank you. Hello, Fred. It's Dick. Fred, I'm sending over the 7 tapes. No, there are only 7 tapes. No, there are 2 that are missing, but they're unimportant. They just contain the conversation with John Dean and a few other unimportant things in reference to hush money, but I'm sure we don't have to worry about that. Fred, are you there? Fred.
Well, White House lawyer Buzzhart told the judge today that the conversation was not recorded because of a malfunctioning or inadequacy of the recording system. Secret Service man Raymond Zumwalt, who designed the system, testified that he knew of no other instance in which the automatic machines had failed to record. And he said he hadn't remembered the malfunction on April 15th until Fred Buzzhart reminded him of it. The other missing conversation is a recording of a telephone conversation between former Attorney General John Mitchell and Nixon. Buzzhart said that conversation had been made on a telephone extension without a recording device attached. So right now, the tally on the tapes, the original number of tapes requested 10. 1 withheld because of national security considerations, withheld outright by the White House. Of the other 9, 2 are said now to not exist. At 6 o'clock tonight, we took a listener's survey on theories on what's on those tapes, that is, if there really are any tapes. So here's a representative sample in all their Halloween whimsy.
Pat's grocery list.
You think it's what?
Pat's grocery list.
I think it's going to prove he's guilty, without a doubt, and that's why he's holding him back.
They're probably just rapping, let's say, that just let's say swearing to begin with, all right? And talking about, how they're going to tell the real truth about what the hell's going on in the nation to the public so the public won't flip out, and so, in other words, thinking of propaganda moves.
I think what it was the secret game plan. He sent the Washington Redskins for their game against New Orleans last Sunday.
I think that he flushed them down the toilet.
You think he flushed what down the toilet?
The tapes.
You think tapes can get flushed down the toilet?
I think anything can. No, I think he gave them to Kissinger, and he took them over to China with him.
Nixon was basically saying that we could not tarnish the executive arms or the White House with this scandal of Watergate, but in my mind, nothing tarnishes or stains darker than a blood stain, and that's what Nixon has.
Well, you've got to understand the facts. And of course, I do want to give you the facts. You see, the other night, when Dave and Julie, and Tricia and Ed, and Bebe came over to the White House for dinner, we decided to have a little fun afterward. So we all went down to the bowling alley. And while I was bowling, David wanted to listen to the tapes. And you see, he accidentally erased them.
What?
Yes, he erased them.
David, you mean he pressed the record button instead of the play button?
That's right. In fact, if you listen to the tapes now, as I'm sure Judge Sirica is going to do, all he will be able to hear is falling bowling pins.
2 years ago, out in San Clemente at Nixon's home in Southern California. Tricia had a surfboard made for her father, and he wasn't a very good surfer, and he's really a terrible swimmer, and he drowned his first day trying to learn how to surf. So what they did is they got the whole White House staff to go out to Southern California, and they discussed what the problem was, that, you know, the president was really dead, and what were they going to do, and they didn't want Spiro to be president because he's stupid. So they contacted those people who did the Mission Impossible show, and everyone had Richard Nixon masks made with jowls and everything, and the Richard Nixon hairdo and everything. And once a week, all his staff people had to impersonate being Nixon. So one week Mitchell was Nixon, and another week John Dean was Nixon, and another week Haldeman was Nixon.
How did you find this out? Because I was Nixon for 1 week, too.
And like, Danny.
From the mouths of babes. In Washington, the Watergate Committee held its public hearings today. The hearings are on again, but not on your television. Senator Ed Muskie's 1972 campaign manager testified that Muskie's most vital political strategy document apparently was ripped off from campaign headquarters. Burl Bernhardt, who managed the campaign, said the strategy document and polls of 2 Democratic primary states were found missing from desks in Muskie's campaign headquarters. He says that the political sabotage directed by President Nixon's re-election committee creep took a toll on the senator's campaign. He did not, however, blame Muskie's defeat entirely on creep maneuvers. The White House, meanwhile, has confirmed that the Senate Watergate Committee is trying to gain access to President Nixon's Key Biscayne, Florida bank records. Committee sources say White House lawyers indicated they would claim executive privilege to keep the records from the panel. But a White House spokesman said presidential aides are trying to work out ways so information can be provided. Guess who owns that bank in Key Biscayne? Well, at least one of the trustees of the bank, Bebe Rebozo. Meanwhile, there may be some problems for Gerald Ford's nomination hearings. The chairman of the Senate Rules Committee says the FBI investigation of Ford has disclosed some things that will raise questions when confirmation hearings open tomorrow. Ford is President Nixon's choice to succeed Spiro Agnew as vice president. Democratic Rules Chairman Howard Cannon based his comment on his reading of raw FBI data on Ford. Cannon says the questions deal with laundering of campaign funds and other matters. Not Gerald Ford, too. Apparently, Senator Gurney is under investigation now in Florida on similar alleged discrepancies in his fundraising approach. Ohio Senator William Saxby had a long talk with President Nixon at the White House today, and he came away saying he was relatively sure he was going to be named Attorney General to succeed Elliot Richardson. The White House continued its refusal to say whether Saxby was indeed in line for the nomination, but it did hint that he will be the one. So that's the Watergate wrap-up for now. In Middle East news, Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir arrived in Washington today in an effort to clarify the United States' position on the Middle East. She told reporters that relations between her country and the United States are very friendly, but she noted that problems arise frequently between friends. It was also revealed today that Henry Kissinger will be stopping in a number of Middle East capitals on his way to China. Zodiac News reports the United States...
It's called Burnin'.
Feel them spirit. Feel them spirit.
The Wailers are an authentic Jamaican group led by Bob Marley, and they have a message for you.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
The Wailers can bring the music of the streets of Kingston, Jamaica, to your hands intact.
Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. What your hands do, it's your own eyes that have seen.
See the Wailers live with Shana Na at the Music Hall November 2nd and 3rd, and see the Wailers at Paul's Mall the 4th of November for one night only, and get the record at the Harvard Coop for $357.
Okay, let's straighten that out. The Wailers will be appearing with Shana Na tomorrow night at the Music Hall, and then the 3rd and 4th, Saturday and Sunday nights, the Wailers will be at Paul's Mall, okay?
Pack up the kids and crank up the car. Come as you like, come as you are, to Jack in the Box.
You
know, there's a lot more to Jack in the Box than hamburgers and French fries. Have you ever tried the tacos, or the onion rings, or the apple turnover, or our fish sandwich, the Moby Jack, or the Breakfast Jack, a deliciously different ham, egg, and cheese sandwich? Jack in the Box is a fast food restaurant that believes in variety on the menu. And maybe that explains why Jack in the Box has become one of the most popular fast food restaurants in the country.
Take life a little easier. Make life a little easier. Pack up the kids, crank up the car to Jack in the Box.
Well, it's the beginning of another month, the first night of November. Perhaps tonight's the night that you want to sit down, write out all the rent checks and pay all those bills so that you won't have to do it during the weekend. If you decide to do it, actually, you're probably finished with dinner now, maybe just on around the end of your main course, maybe getting into dessert, or maybe it's dishwashing time. You might want to finish up all your tasks within the next 3/4 of an hour, because at 8:30 we're going to debut the new Jay Giles album. It's a nice one with a pretty package. We'll be listening to the new Jay Giles album starting at 8:30, and we'll be listening to it in its entirety. And this is, well, you know the Jay Giles Band's making their Boston Garden debut on Monday night. They'll be the headliners, and that has us all very excited. So a new album and Boston Garden debut, the Jay Giles Band album at 8:30 tonight, okay? And Mississippi Fats right after the 10 o'clock news. Here's Van Morrison.
You can take all the tea in China, put it in a big brown bag for me, sail right round all the 7 oceans, drop it straight into the deep blue sea. She's as sweet as Tupelo honey. She's an angel of the first degree. She's as sweet as Tupelo honey. Just like honey, baby, from the bee. You can't stop us on the road to freedom. You can't keep us, 'cause our eyes can see. Men within sight, men in granite, knights in armor bent on chivalry. She's as sweet as Tupelo honey. She's an angel of the first degree. She's an angel. She's as sweet as Tupelo honey. Just like honey, baby, from the bee. You can't stop us on the road to freedom. You can't stop us, 'cause our eyes can see. Man with insight, chivalry. She's the sweetest triple O honey. She's an angel of the first degree. She's an angel. She's a sweet as triple O honey. Just like honey, baby, from the bee. Oh, you know she's alright. You know she's alright to me. She's an angel. Oh, you know she's alright. She's alright with me. She's an angel. You know she's alright. Right with me. She's an angel. She's alright. Yeah, she's alright. She's alright with me. She's an angel. She's alright. She's alright with me. She's an angel. And she's alright. She's alright. She's an angel. And she's alright. 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 You can take all the tea and China, put it in a big brown bag for me, sail it right around all these 7 oceans, drop it smack dab in the middle of the deep blue sea, because honey, yes you are. She's an angel of the first degree. She's an angel. She's a sweetest triple O honey. Just like honey, baby, from the bee. She's an angel. Oh, she's sweetest triple O honey. Of the first degree. She's an angel. Oh, she's the sweetest triple O honey. Just like a real thing. Oh, from the bee. You know she's alright. Oh, she's alright. She's alright with me. She's an angel. She's my babe. You know she's alright. She's an angel, babe. She's my baby. You know she's alright. She's my baby. Oh, she's all. She's an angel. What can I do? What can I do? Much of what you say is true. I know you see through me, but there's no tenderness beneath your honesty. Oh, right and wrong. Right and wrong. Ooh, it never helped us get along. You say you care for me, but there's no tenderness beneath your honesty. You and me were such good friends. What's your hurry? You and me could make amends. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Oh, some tenderness beneath your honesty. You don't have to lie to me. Just give me some tenderness.
That's Paul Simon. This is WBCN in Boston.
The tea can take you where you're going. Take the tea to where you've never been. They've been around this town, so they know it up and down. For years they served your family and your kin. The trains are hitting you and some fares are going down. We're trying to make it easier to get around your town. It won't happen overnight, but someday we'll be out of sight. Face it, folks, the answer is the tea.
The tea is a natural way to save your tires, stretch your gasoline supply, and cut down pollution. Chances are the tea goes where you go. So forget about traffic jams and parking, and keep you and your car younger, longer. The answer is the tea.
Can take you where you go. The answer is the tea.
If you're caught in the new car price squeeze, your AMC dealer can help you ease that squeeze. Because he's got the 74 Levi's Gremlin that lists for just $2,324. The 74 Levi's Gremlin with a special interior that looks like blue jeans, with an economical 6-cylinder engine, with something nobody else can offer, the benefits of the exclusive AMC Buyer Protection Plan. The 74 Levi's Gremlin lists for $2,324. Destination charges, state and local taxes, options extra. Ease the price squeeze. Get a Gremlin.
Capricorn Records proudly presents the James Montgomery Band.
Ready, set, go, man, go. I got a girl that I love, so I'm ready. Ready, 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 I'm ready. Ready, 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 I'm ready. Ready, 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 ready to rock and roll.
The James Montgomery Band. It's their first time out. James Montgomery, a monster on Capricorn Records. The album is First Time Out. Album specially priced at $329 for 1 week only at Soundscope, Coolidge Corner, Brookline, and 779 Boylston Street, Boston. Also, Minuteman Records and Tape, Harvard Square.
And now, we give you the great pleasure to introduce the All-Star Dead Band. Lead vocals, Janis Joplin and Jim Morrison. Rhythm guitar, Brian Jones. Slide guitar, Dwayne Allman. Drums, Ginger Baker. Lead guitar, Jimi Hendrix. Bass guitar, Paul McCartney. And on the keyboard, Harry Truman. 1, 2, 3, 4. haven't been together long. We're really tight, man. Okay, I got an announcement. It says here that there's still about 500,000 of us left. Let's hurry it up. Okay, I'd like to introduce this next group. Well, this next singer, anyway. This group is very good. They're very good friends of mine, and they have a lot of showmanship.
Freeways of my soulful moody mind. Baby, why'd you treat me so unkind? I miss your paisley curtains and your morning buttered toast, but my highway toes are thumbing to the coast. Shooting up the highway on the road map of my wrist. Baby, I've just scratched you off my list. I miss your tie-dyed bed sheets and your pretty spearmint mouth, but my highway toes are thumbing to the sound. Farewell, New York City, with your streets that flash like strobes. Farewell to Carolina, where I left my frontal lobes. Known but for my agent, a photographer from life, a film crew and another pop star's wife. Can't you hear them contracts calling? I'm too sensitive to stay, and my highway toes are thumbing me away. Farewell, New York City, with your streets that flash like strobes. Farewell to Carolina, where I left my frontal lobes.
Hey, will somebody get that phone over there? I'm busy with a customer.
Oh, sure, man. Hello, Tech Hi-Fi. Wait a second. It's a collect call from Washington, man, from a Richard...
No. We don't accept collect calls.
Well, wait a second. He says he talked to you already about some tape editing equipment or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, look, I don't have time to talk with him right now. Tell him that his system is all ready. It's this week's featured system. You know?
Oh, yeah, right. Well, look, sir, your system is ready to go. You're right. Yeah, that's the Pilot 252 AM/FM stereo receiver with a full 60 watts of RMS power, yeah. And the large Advent speakers, yeah, those are really good ones, sure. And the Miracord 625 automatic turntable with the ADC 90Q cartridge. That's right. Yep, that's all for the right price of $549. Sure, we can send it right out. That's your Pennsylvania Avenue address, is that right? Oh, you may not be at that address for long. Well, we can forward it and we can send it
Tech
to...
Hi-Fi, quality components at the right price.
A grand opening sale is now in progress at the newest Tech Hi-Fi, 870 Commonwealth Avenue, across from Boston University.
What did you think when you heard about Kay Jewelers' anniversary sale?
Well, I think it's tremendous.
Huge discounts on everything throughout the store.
I just keep my fingers crossed that everything goes well.
Famous name watches, for example, Hamilton, Lucien Piccard, Gruen, for $30.
Uh-huh.
Mickey Mouse watches for $11.95.
Uh-huh.
Well, were you excited when Kay Jewelers made their announcement?
What was their announcement?
From October 25th to November 17th, there are huge savings on all kinds of jewelry at Kay Jewelers.
I put them on and just walk all over with my hands showing.
An incredible opportunity to save on diamond rings.
I love diamonds.
Diamonds with opals.
I love the way they
diamonds
sparkle.
with sapphires.
I just love
diamonds
them.
with rubies.
Why don't you give me a ring sometime?
Like now, during Kay Jewelers' gorgeous anniversary sale.
You get a ritzy diamond and a funky bauble or two, and you put it together with whatever else you do. It's kind of a nice, natural thing.
It's only natural at Kay Jewelers, the diamond people.
Uh-huh.
The big jewelry savings are at Kay Jewelers during Kay's anniversary sale.
What was their announcement?
Lucy in the Sky, on top of the Hamilton House, has just reopened after an extensive renovation, and now appearing is the much-heralded Bob Fritz and Carla B. and friends. Lucy in the Sky is open every night until 2 p.m. They mean 2 a.m. And they now feature a great new bar, plus the regal penthouse view of Boston after dark. Lucy in the Sky, located on top of the Hamilton House at 1110 Commonwealth Avenue in Boston. For information, phone 232-LUCY. That's 232-LUCY. And while you're in the Hamilton House, drop into Brandy's One in the basement, where the best bands in town appear every night. Speaking of the best bands in town, it's a treat, a post-Halloween treat for us now to present to you the brand new album by the J. Giles Band. This album isn't out yet. We don't have it in its final form. It's a test pressing. And the name of it is Ladies Invited, a brand new album from the J. Giles Band, who will be making their Boston Garden debut on Monday night. It's very exciting. One distinction, this album, produced by Bill Zimsick, by the way. All of the material on this album is original stuff, written by Peter Wolf and Seth Justman, which, well, by dint of that sets it apart from all the other stuff they've done. All original tunes. Peter Wolf, Seth Justman, J. Giles, Magic Dick, Danny Klein, and Stephen Vlad, the J. Giles Band.